What is going on, Pokemoshpitbeta? It's AJayPay bringing you my first upload to this channel, and I got a UU match against a guy named BoomLoom, and as you could tell from the team preview, he brought Sand, and Sand is banned from UU, so therefore I already won, but we're just going to continue with the battle anyways, as this battle showcases my choice banded Weavile, as it gets 2 spotlight plays. So we're just going to start the battle now, as I'm going to predict in the lead off with that hippo thing. I forgot its pre-evolved name, so I'm going to call it a hippo thing. But he's actually going to lead off with the Frostlass, and I lead off my Claydol. So I'm going to switch out fearing the Ice Beam, as he's probably most likely going to have Spikes, but I just didn't want to take that risk anyways. And my Weavile's choice banded, so now I basically got him Pursuit Trap. So if he decides to stay in, it's still going to do a lot, but if he switches out, then it's going to kill him, since I'm choice banded. And he can't really do much to me, so I might as well just go for it anyways, just in case he stays in. As he does go for the Ice Beam, doesn't do that much, and I don't really care how much damage this Weavile takes because it has very frail defenses anyways, so I might as well just leave it in and basically just pursue kill it to death. So gonna take out the Frostlass. He can only get 1 layer of spikes up, and I can spin those spikes away later if I do have a situation where I can. But he switches Mienshao in now, and a Pursuit won't do anything to a Mienshao, and I could use Weavile for later against a Stick Lift, so I might as well just switch into my Claydol, knowing well that he's probably going to go for the U-turn. So I'm going to see what he's going to switch into, as he switches into Superior, and he told me like, oh, I wasn't going to like what he's about to do now, but I'm pretty sure he was going to just set up a sub, and he's going to be like a Coil Dragon Tailing set, a physical set. So I decided to switch in my Chandelure, and I think this might be my choice Bex one. I forgot which one this was, but he does set up the sub, so I don't really mind it, because I'm going to break that sub anyways, as I'm going to hit him with the Flamethrower, break the sub, and then he's going to go for a Dragon Tail, which doesn't bother me at all, because 1, he hasn't set up a coil yet, 2, and he only has 1 layers of spikes, so it doesn't really matter, and he also Dragon Tails me out to my Zelf, which has Levitate, so the spikes don't really matter. From this amount of health that he has, I thought this Life Orb Ice Punch that's max attack and stuff would take it out, but he lives with a tiny bit of health. Well, that's completely fine, as he does go for a Leaf Blade, which I thought would kill me, but I actually do lift this with 3 HP, and what he could have done next turn was predict me to attack and switch into something defensive to take the whatever hit I'm going to go for, but he decides just to sack this Superior instead to get the free switch in, and then I'm just going to let my Zelf die. So I'm going to switch into my Claydol now, knowing that I have a good opportunity to set up rocks now, as he switches into this Hippo thing. And he's able to get up the sand, and he's probably going to set up a Stealth Rocks as I do, but he actually goes for a Yawn, so I either have to switch out or go for another move. So I decide to just go for a Toxic here instead, because this Hippo thing with Eviolite is freaking bulky, and I do not want to deal with that, and I'm fine with having 1 layer of rocks up and 1 layer of spikes up, as he doesn't seem that much of an experienced player, so I can kind of play around him as I get the toxic up, but unfortunately I'm asleep now, so I gotta leave this thing as sleep fodder, and he also can't yawn stuff anymore, so that's good and all, but I'm gonna predict him to switch into Stoutland now, because Stoutland has, you know, the Sand Rush ability, so I have to get Azumarill in there ready just to get as much damage as I can on this thing to see what kind of set it is as well. So I know this is Azumarill, mine's Choice Bandit. I don't know why I have 2 Choice Bandits, but I accidentally brought both of them. I go for a Choice Bandit Aqua Jet. It doesn't do as much as I thought it would, but then again, I don't really care, because I see that he goes for a Wild Charge, which kind of surprises me, you know, because he's going to take Recoil, and then he shows his Life Orb. What he could have done was just went for a Return, because that would have just killed me off anyway still, because Azumarill doesn't have the greatest defenses in the world. But I'm going to go to my Claydol in now, just basically as death fodder, because I know he's going to die from this next attack that he goes for from the Life Orb, but I surprisingly do lift this, but then again, I am defensive, and also, I guess it doesn't surprise me that much, but he's gonna switch this, Mienshao in now, and I know he's gonna go for a U-turn, and I hope I die from this U-turn, so that way I can see what he switches into, and I can just go ahead and just counter that. So, he does go for a U-turn, luckily takes me out, and he's gonna switch into the Hippo thing. And at this point, I do have my Roserade to fear this thing out, so I'm just going to switch that Roserade in now, and I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out and go to the Stick Lift, predicting me to go for the Grass move. So I'm going to make the double switch out to my Weavile just to quote-unquote Pursuit Trap him, and then he is going to go into the Stick Lift after all these after-turn effects. Wow. So now I got a Pursuit Trap, but I decided, you know, a Pursuit probably wouldn't have killed him, and nothing would want to take an Ice Punch as well, so I might as well just go for it, because if he decides to switch out something's going to get really hurt from a Choice Bandit Ice Punch. If he stays in, then I take out a Stick Lift. And luckily he does switch in, stay in, predicting me to go for the Pursuit, and I take out the Stick Lift. So he's down to 2 pokes left, which is this Mienshao and his Hippo thing. So I'm going to switch out, I'm going to go to Roserade, because I know Roserade can probably take a high jump kick from this thing if he's going to go for it. But if he goes for a U-turn and kills me off, that's fine. But I am actually going to live this because, you know, Roserade with full HP can basically take any neutral hit most of the time. But the Hippo thing's going to come in, and now he has to decide what's going to take a Giga Drain. He's going to have to decide what's more important, the Hippo thing or Mienshao. And he decides to sack this Hippo thing now, as I am going to go for the Giga Drain, and I am going to get a lot of health back. And I'm surprised this actually took him out because he has Eevee at all. But then again, I guess I am overestimating the Hippo thing's Eevee and its natural bulk and special defense and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I do gain a decent amount of health back. But Mienshao is going to come in, and at this point I haven't seen Fake Out, so he could be choice, as he does go for the high jump kick. And I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain. It doesn't surprisingly kill it, but I gotta make sure this thing's not expert belted, because I've seen one of those before and almost wrecked my team. So I'm gonna stay in just to be safe and leave my Roserade in as death fodder, so I can have a free switch in to take on this thing just to see what set it is. As he does go for a second high jump kick, so I'm assuming he's choice. So I might as well just go for a somewhat of a mean play. I go into my Chandelier knowing that he's choice, and I'm gonna let him make himself look stupid and go for a high jump kick on a ghost type and let him kill himself. So he lost the game to himself, if that makes sense. But yeah, good game, BoomLoom. So this battle is kind of a taste of what I do on my channel, these Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. I'm also currently doing a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke randomizer challenge let's play as well. So that's what's up about my channel. So that about does it for me. So like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe to Pokemoshpitbeta and or me if you like. And I'll see you guys later.